So tonight, I just want you to know that this is a little bit of an interactive sermon. Later in the sermon, you will be required to participate with the people around you. So you may want to just look to your left and right and see who's there. You could say a quick hello. You'll be bragging to your friends, your new friends, in just a few moments. That's because I, tonight, want to welcome all of you to Labor Day weekend. It is obviously filled with hype and fanfare because in cities and towns across this country, the next 3 days are going to be filled with parades and fireworks and backyard cookouts. And here at Temple Israel, as you know, the holiday is featuring our annual Labor Day picnic that is back and better than ever. What I mean by better than ever is we are not only serving thousands of people hot dogs and popcorn and all sorts of snacks. We will not only have bouncy houses, like 18 of them, but we are also featuring this year a dunk tank with the chance to soak your clergy. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly which clergy have agreed and which have denied the responsibility of being in the dunk tank, but between 11 and 11:30, those of you who would wish to make a donation to Temple Israel will be able to dunk me. Now, notice I said make a donation to Temple Israel. That's because I don't want to go in the water, so I'm only doing it if you make it worth my while. No, actually, it's free for the kids. Parents, I've been told, will be standing next to the button, pushing the button if their kid misses with the ball just to make me go in. In any case, the holiday is going to be a great chance to celebrate with family and friends as we come to the end of summer. And as Rabbi Marla already explained to us, Labor Day also has a little bit of a more ominous side that's worth talking about just for a moment as we get ready for the weekend, because for students in school districts around the state, it marks the beginning of another year of school. Can I hear some boo, boo? Yeah. Summer nights are giving way to early morning wake-up routines. And in my family, it's actually a landmark year because my youngest child is entering his senior year and the final stage in his journey before we are empty nesters in our own home. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Now, the history of Labor Day actually adds another very interesting and positive dimension to the celebration. The holiday itself is rooted in the 19th century when labor activists pushed for a federal holiday to recognize the many contributions of workers who have given themselves to America, our strength, our prosperity, and our well-being. It was a time in the late 1800s when labor conflicts were actually becoming violent and deadly. One actually ended up with 3 people being killed on a train because of an argument with their boss. So leaders in the labor world of America were looking for a chance to honor workers in a more positive and celebratory way. Some recent research has actually proven exactly whose idea it was. The research points to a machine operator named Matthew McGuire, who founded the holiday when he proposed in 1882, while serving as the secretary of the Central Labor Union in New York, that a holiday should trade places with the protests. And according to public record, the very first Labor Day was celebrated on Tuesday, September 5th, 1882. And of course, as you probably know, it was later moved to Mondays when many holidays were moved to a National Monday celebration. But in that moment, the holiday actually became a powerful opportunity to support people in every industry who give of themselves not only for a paycheck, but to build and to sustain this country. And Jewishly speaking, Labor Day also fits perfectly into our value system. The Torah teaches, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And then, at the very end of the creation story, we hear this powerful narrative. God rested on the 7th day from all the work which God had made. And God blessed the 7th day and made it holy. We know it's talking about Shabbat, but in a strange way, it's also talking about this weekend. Because the idea of resting after meaningful work and taking time to honor the process is embedded in our Jewish tradition every week with Shabbat. So the first Monday of September is actually a national Shabbat. As a nation, we put down our tools, we take our fingers off our keyboards, and we celebrate the work and achievement of American workers throughout history. And in the Jewish calendar, Labor Day also always occurs in the month of Elul. It is a month of preparations for the high holidays. Soon, at Rosh Hashanah, we are going to be marking the birthday of the world and rededicating ourselves to acting as God's partners in creating the universe. In what our tradition actually sees as the very first original and ongoing Labor Day, Shabbat and the high holidays remind us also to take time to honor our work, our bodies, and our souls with an intentional pause. So Shabbat is the chance to stop, to look at what we do, to be proud of our work, and to thank others for what they have given our country as well. By taking a break from the work that we do every day and setting it aside on Shabbat, we are celebrating the amazing reality of this world in which we live. And here we have arrived at the interactive part. I would like you now to think of your own work this past week, whether it was productive work in an office or work around the house or simply work to make this world a better place. And think of one thing that you did that you're proud of, something that you are proud of from this past week, and share that with the person sitting next to you. Take a moment to do that. Okay, that's enough bragging. It's enough bragging. Stop bragging to one another. Now turn to the other person and say thank you. Together, we all do amazing work. We do work that sustains families, that creates communities, that builds our country. And that's exactly what this holiday is all about. So, this weekend, maybe on Monday at Labor Day when you come to the picnic, when you eat that first hot dog, or when you are cranking your arm back ready to throw that ball to dunk me into that dunk tank, I want you to take one moment to reflect on the amazing history that leads us to this very moment. We honor every person who has contributed to build and sustain our country. May all of them, may all of us be blessed. Shabbat Shalom and happy Labor Day to everyone.